The Democrat Party seems to be self-imploding with all their scandalous secrets coming out they've been desperate to hide for decades. The party of perverts is no longer getting away with sexually abusing people, a practice so many of them seem to have enjoyed for years. As more victims come forward, it seems that there's practically no liberal leaders left who haven't abused their power and been accused of misconduct. Everything is coming crashing down around them, especially for the longest-serving active member of Congress. Years of sex abuse allegations are now the least of his problems after his son, who hopes to follow in his father's political footsteps, was arrested for allegedly stabbing a woman. However, this horrific crime may not stop him from continuing down this career path as he hopes to replace his father. Democrats in his very liberal city don't seem to mind that he has been accused of this crime, proving that the party is completely, morally bankrupt as much as the city he calls home is. Michigan Republican John Conyers has created quite a salacious legacy for himself, and it seems his son, John Conyers III, shares his propensity to being caught up in really seedy scandals. At 88 years old, the elder Conyers is best known for being the longest-serving member of Congress and starting the Congressional Black Caucus with 12 other representatives. He is also a notorious race baiter who has pushed for reparations, while also allegedly sexually abusing women, according to a November 20th story by BuzzFeed about the numerous allegations against him. Conyers Sr. has since decided to finally retire, and now his son seems to be trying to do his own damage control to cover up a bombshell that could really hurt his career. Conyers Jr. is using the skills his father taught him to deflect from scandals brought against him after he was accused of stabbing his girlfriend in February, Biesback Review reports. But Conyers Sr. wasn't going to go away without trying to keep the seat he held since 1965 in the family. The embattled Republican endorsed his son John Conyers III, who currently works as a hedge fund manager, to take his place. The announcement has already revealed more than a few red flags. Conyers III was arrested in February for stabbing his girlfriend after police found her at home with injuries. The New York Times reported, the young Conyers disclosed the incident to the Times on Wednesday in an effort to avoid further scandal around the salacious report. She says I stabbed her, which makes no sense, Conyers, 27, said. I didn't do this. She and I had a verbal altercation and that escalated. She pulled the knife on me. She was chasing me. I tried to take it from her. There was a struggle. I pinned her to the wall. She kept swinging and she cut herself. Police arrested Conyers III the day after Valentine's Day on suspicion of domestic violence, the Times reported. The Los Angeles District Attorney's office eventually dropped the charges, but the girlfriend obtained a restraining order against Conyers that will remain until March 2018, according to the Times. At no point did I initiate contact with any objects, he said. All criminal charges were dismissed and a restraining order was entered as a cooling-off measure. The authorities did not see any need to proceed further. The revelation comes as numerous power players in media and politics have come under fire for sexual harassment and violence against mostly women. Conyers III spoke about the incident in order to get ahead of what would surely become big news as his bid to become a congressman becomes concrete. Conyers' girlfriend at the time was the one who called police after sustaining an injury, but the Louisiana District Attorney's office could not conclude beyond a reasonable doubt that the victim's injury was not accidentally sustained. The Times reported, while the young Conyers denies that he stabbed his girlfriend, he also said that he has repented since the February arrest. However, while he is hoping to take his father's place in Congress, he is also an aspiring rap artist on the side. His salacious lyrics about drug-dealing friends and a womanizing father seem to represent the person he really is, a guy who would stab his girlfriend. I apologize, and I am regretful for any part one played in escalating the altercation, he said, as a typical liberal apology lacking all emotion and true remorse. It is truly a wonder how these democratic criminals are still allowed to roam the streets free. We shouldn't allow aspiring rappers who allegedly stab their girlfriend and chant about drugs and glorify sex abuse in their lyrics for the same reason that a man who has been allegedly abusing women for years shouldn't be there. These are the people we trust to make major decisions that affect Americans, and it is time to start vetting each member of Congress a lot better.